Bourbon sweet potato pie brulee. This is a decadent, elevated take on classic sweet potato pie, and it is delicious. Oh my God. First thing you're gonna wanna have is a sweet potato or yam. You wanna peel it and clean it, and then you wanna make sure that it's cut into small squares. We're gonna roast that in an oven about 450 degrees. In a separate bowl, you're gonna cream some salt and butter, lemon, and sugar together. Then you're gonna add eggs, beaten eggs, and your bourbon. We're gonna add the cup of cream and our spices to that bowl and whisk together. You'll need a baking pan and some parchment paper. Well, you know. Take those cubed potatoes or yams, add a little olive oil to it, and you're going to put it on that parchment sheet and allow it to bake until soft, about 15 minutes or so to 20 minutes. Now, I almost forgot to add my bourbon to the mixture, but you can add bourbon, whiskey, or a dry sherry if you like. Once the potatoes are done, you want to take them out, and we want to mash those. You want to make sure they're soft to touch. Place them in a bowl. Use a masher, or if you can, a potato ricer. It'll keep the strings out. So I recommend a potato ricer, and maybe one day I'll buy one. Combine your potatoes with your wet mixture, and you want to mix that and make sure it's well combined. Go ahead and taste it. If you need another pinch of salt or a little more sugar, go ahead and add it. Do it with your hands, but I'm going to use my hand mixer. Once everything is well combined, you want to get your ramekins and fill those up just under the top. Tap them down and make sure all bubbles are out and it is flat. Now we're going to add that into the oven, 450 degrees. Cook it about 15 minutes or until done. Take those bad boys out and allow them to cool. I set mine in the fridge for a little while. Now you want to get your handy torch and some turbinado sugar. Turbinado sugar is cane sugar that still has a bit of its molasses still in it. It's also called raw cane sugar. So you can find that everywhere. You want a very fine layer of turbinado sugar, not too much. You want to blow off or shake off any excess sugar that may be on top. You're going to add to that a little bit of white sugar. That white sugar is going to fill out any holes that are missing with the turbinado sugar because they're a larger granule, did not fill up. I'm going to shake off again any excess because you don't want a very thick coating here. Everything's nice and even. You want to get that hot torch, about a medium heat, and you want to move it around a lot. You don't want to burn or scorch any areas. You are going to get a bit of scorching, some brown spots, but you want to move it around evenly and until everything is caramelized, all those super sugars are melted and form one crust. Only takes a few seconds, and yes, you will see a bit of smoke. You have fire. Side note, when I got this toast, I could not wait to brulee everything. So this is probably one of my first brulee recipes. I've used it in a bunch of other things, but it's a great little tool to have around, but be careful. Once these are done, you want to serve them warm. You can let them sit for a second or even cool a bit so that your sugars are crispy, but the sugars will be crispy after it air cools for a few seconds. What we're going for is one even coat, a nice melted top, and you're gonna get a nice crispy coat on top of that when you break into it. Thanks for watching. Our recipe can be found on cookingwithgreensfamily.com. See you next time.